Hey guys, it's Dan, your host, Drew Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another video for The Walking Dead universe. And in today's video, we're going to be doing another video leading up to episode 3 of The Ones Who Live. We're going to talk about some flashbacks that are yet to come with Rick and potentially Jadis. Alright guys, this one's going to be doing a review today. This one's going to be doing a review for The Walking Dead universe. And in today's video, we're going to be doing a discussion video. We're going to talk about some flashbacks being shown in episode 3 of The Walking Dead Ones Who Live, and scenes that we have not seen yet. So this is one that I wanted to go ahead and discuss, because I had a few people asking me about this after yesterday's video, and a lot of people were saying that, okay, we have 2 episodes of Ones Who Live out now, and there are still pieces of footage of Rick in the CRM as a consignee, in the consignee jacket, and him in the city. So figured we'd break that down a little bit and kind of talk about what I think that's all about. Now, obviously we know that Rick has become a CRM soldier. That was the story of the first episode, and it was really well done, and obviously we saw him become that and go along with what Okafor wanted him to do. Now, we also, of course, saw episode 2 where that was mostly unrelated, but obviously it was Michonne and what she was going through, and then she met Rick, and then, you know, met back up with Rick, I should say. And of course, now she's a consignee, and now she's going to have to clear walkers in episode 3 and stuff like that. Now, we know that Rick is still going to have footage of him, probably still with his left hand still intact, and him as a consignee. Because there are these shots right here that were in the main trailers where you see Rick and he's going through the CRM facility, and it looks like he's exploring it for the very first time. That's the vibe I got, at least when I was looking at these shots. Now, here's the thing about that. We definitely are going to be covering more time, although we only have 4 more episodes. So it is definitely something that they're going to have to get out of the way at some point very soon. And I think it's going to be this episode. I was originally going to do this video after the premiere, but I figured I would kind of hold off to see what they do. Now I think is a good time to do it, because I think episode 3 is the episode we're going to see that footage. And the reason why I think we're getting those flashbacks, and the reason why I think we're going back in time just a little bit, I don't think it'll be much of the episode, is because I think this will be the episode that shows us the scene when Rick first recovers from his injuries, and when Rick first gets, you know, out of the hospital bed, more than likely, and he first is back on his feet. And he goes out there, he witnesses this community for the first time, he's completely blown away, he has no clue where he is, he runs into Jadis, and I think this is when it's going to kick in. Because keep in mind, in episode 1, when the episode starts, Rick is already, like, very traumatized, he's yet to, like, cut off his hand and stuff like that, so it would make a lot of sense if he ran into Jadis and he's like, okay, yeah, thank you for saving my life. I truly owe you. Yeah, you know, this place is awesome. Yeah, okay, okay, yeah, smile goes away. Okay, when can I see my family, you know? And then she's going to be like, no one here leaves. You know, and then Rick's going to be like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know, he might even say, what the fuck are you talking about? AMC Plus allows him to say that shit. You know, he may say, you better fucking be kidding me. You know, like, I would not be surprised. And here's the thing is, like, we gotta show that, because Jadis is clearly the one that is telling Rick that he can't leave, because at the end of episode 2, she's the one that threatens him once again that if you try to escape, I will kill everybody you care about. I guarantee you that is what Jadis says. She's going to have a moment where she tells Rick in these flashbacks, you are not leaving, you know? And I think that's going to be episode 3. I think that is going to be a huge plot point that gives us more information about the CRM. It's also going to phase in Beale, I feel like, a lot more. And it's going to give us more information about Jadis, because keep in mind, the way they're executing this show, and I've said this many times before, they are trying to bring in a new audience with this, and they're trying to bring people in. So just by seeing Jadis at the end of episode 2, people would have no fucking clue who that is, you know, if they didn't watch the original Walking Dead, which I think is stupid, because this show, honestly, you should watch the original Walking Dead before watching this. So I don't understand that logic, but for whatever reason, they do that for viewership reasons and stuff like that. But here's the point I'm trying to get to, is that we are going to eventually have a scene where Rick finds out that he can't leave, which traumatizes him, and then we're going to see him in the current timeline, and we're going to see how things kind of go. Because keep in mind, Jadis was not always a CRM soldier. You know, we're probably even going to get a little bit of information in flashbacks as well, too, on how that, you know, ended up happening. I don't want it to cover the whole episode, because we only have 6 episodes, but maybe at least like a little 10-15 minute, you know, sequence in an hour-long episode where you see some stuff going on there, and you see Rick seeing the city for the first time. I think would definitely go a long way. It would add some you know, knowledge to some of the stuff that we've already seen and stuff like that. I think it would definitely work. So that's what I think that's going to be. I think it's going to be in the purpose of showing us what happened when Rick first recovered. And I do think it'll show us exactly what Jadis is about. And that's why a lot of people that, you know, flawed episode 1, I remember a lot of people said, like, you know, I liked episode 1, but why did we skip 5 years and we're not going to see anything, you know? And it's like, okay, well, first of all, they only got 6 episodes, so you got to cut them some slack a little bit. Second off, you know, we're probably going to see some other flashbacks throughout this season of exactly what happened when Rick first arrived. It's just the matter of when we're going to see it, you know? And I think episode 3, now that we've introduced Jadis into the story, I think this is going to be the episode we see it. I don't see it being any other episode, because I do believe that in the later parts of this season, Rick and Michonne are going to be out. So, you know, I feel like episode 3 is the one we're going to have to see this in. So, we'll have to see. Very exciting stuff. I'm very excited to see how they execute it. Very excited to see Jadis and everything they got involved with her. She's a really cool villain so far. I think they've done a really good job with her on World Beyond, and I think they're continuing to do a good job with her so far, at least, from what I've seen from The Walking Dead Ones Who Live. So, Jadis is really, really good. So, anyway, thank you all for watching, and if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed this video, make sure to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any other videos of The Walking Dead. Be sure to follow me on Dan's The Walking Dead Reviews on Instagram, guys, and of course, I'll see you guys really soon for more videos of The Walking Dead universe. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.